Every emotion lives in a moment, and you live that moment again and again and again to experience either happiness or pain. So it is actually in your hands to whether you want to enhance your sufferings or you want to enhance the feeling of being happy. So that is how the video today is the laws of emotional mastery. This video is continuation of a series of emotional mastery. We have already discussed some of the things that what are the different signs in your life where you would actually realize that it's high time that you learn emotional mastery. So today we will do some laws of emotional mastery. Before continuing the laws of emotional mastery, just in case you don't know me, I am Mind Coach Jyoti. I am an educator turned life coach. I empower people. I transform people with mind tools not taught in school so that you are able to break down the repetitive patterns of fears, failures, stress, depression, and anxiety. I've been there myself. And to activate the creator in you, that you take charge of your life. And emotions are very important part of it because you know what to do at times. You have big dreams, you had big dreams, you have big dreams, but the emotional turmoil is a trap. So you might be trapped in your emotions that you're really not able to focus on creating that big desired life. So let's see some of the laws of the emotional mastery. So the first law for the emotional mastery is that there are no others. Yes, it sounds very counterintuitive. It sounds very rude. It must be sounding even painful that I'm already suffering with the pain that somebody has said something to me and somebody else is responsible for my pain. And then I'm telling you that there are no others. There are no others. It's your emotion and it's completely your responsibility. So there are a number of advanced NLP techniques and most of the healing techniques. You go to inner child, you go to Ho'oponopono, you go to EFTs, you try any of them. We actually practice literally all of them in some of the live sessions that we do in the morning sessions like Miraculous Mornings and Ultimate Self-Mastery with NLP. That's like a lifelong process of continuously attaining self-mastery. We do all of them. But if you look at the foundation of any healing process, it never blames the other person. It's always you take the responsibility because you try and understand this. The moment you take responsibility that I am feeling this, you have the power to change it also. But when you live in a blame frame that my pain, my emotional turmoil is because of my marriage, my children, my husband, my wife, my boss, my job, my colleagues, you've lost your power. You have no other option than to just sit at one place and wait till the others change. Will the others change? What is the probability that the others will change? And where lies more power? If you keep the power in your hand, that okay, somebody is triggering me and I need to take charge over my emotional states, that is where an entire realm, an entire journey within begins. Because now you would actually look methods, now you would actually find ways to take charge over your emotions, irrespective of what the others are saying. That is actually emotional mastery. You have to take charge over your emotions, find ways, manufacture it, create it, because all emotions are manufactured within us. And listen to this very carefully, that whenever you get triggered, it's a mirror from universe of your unhealed part. वरना एक ही बात पे सब एक ही जैसा रिएक्शन देते, लेकिन एक ही बात पे if a boss has said something to a couple of people there, everybody has a different emotion. सबको different emotion feel होता है, सबका hurt level अलग है. Why do you feel differently if the person is same, if the statement is same? Because it is ultimately you and your processing, you and your manufacturing, you and your distortion. So the moment you take charge that I am getting triggered, it really shifts the control in your hands to become the emotional master. So what is the first law of emotional mastery? That there are no others, it's actually self. In the very beginning, when people join me on my ultimate self mastery journey, the first session they always like others, 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 others. And I have this very clear rule that for good 1 month till we practice NLP and the advanced NLP techniques, nobody will utter the word others. And after 1 month, they somehow realize it. And now they're like, no, ma'am, we've understood it's about self. It's about self-mastery. Yes, it is about self. As counterintuitive as it may seem to you right now, because you're programmed that way, but there are no others actually. There are no others. You can take charge. You should take charge of your emotion. So that's the first law. The moment you understand there is no other, and it is me who's unhealed, I have to work on myself, you really open the realm of transformation. That is where the transformation journey begins. That is from the victimhood. You become the creator. What is victimhood? I am seeking sympathy. Main bechara, main bechari. If you're living in that victimhood, then you will really not be able to do anything. You have to shift to creator mode. My life, my mind, my emotions, it should be in my control. I should be leading it. So the moment you do that, your transformation journey begins. Now, what is the second law? The second law is that you got to identify and acknowledge your emotions. Again, you go to any process, any healing modality, you go to any healing modality, you have to become aware. Awareness is such a strong tool. Awareness evolve many things. Awareness dissolve many patterns. Awareness is a really strong tool. But at times, we are not even aware. We have wasted an entire day after one emotion. We really run out of it. We brush things under the carpet. There is a very huge difference between accepting and suppression. It may sound like similar, but it's absolutely not. You actually have to identify that this thing has actually triggered me. I am the one who's getting triggered. It's not the other person who doesn't know how to talk. It's me who's getting triggered. It's me who's putting meaning to it. What is an emotion? Situation plus a meaning gives an emotion in you. And you apply some filter, that is in NLP, we call it DDG filters, delete, distort, generalize filters. You create a story, and that is how a state is born in you. In coming series, I'll explain NLP and DDG filters to you for sure. Now, what happens is you actually have to accept that you felt this way. You have to acknowledge it. Because if you resist it, that, oh, I don't have to feel hurt, I don't want to feel hurt, you will create it furthermore, because the resistance is high. Understand this. Anything which you resist will persist. जब आपको हो that I don't have to smoke, you will have more urge to smoke. When you are like, today I will not really watch the TV, you will have more urge to watch the TV. I will not eat sweets today, you will have more urge to eat sweets today. So anything which you resist will persist. You actually have to accept what you're feeling. The moment you accept it, that is where acknowledge it, appreciate what you're feeling, and that is where you give yourself the power to even release it. First, you have to accept your pains. Even in when we do EFT, where the emotion gets stored in your body in different areas of your body, even then we got to accept our pains first. The more we resist our pains, no, don't be that strong person around with the suppression. Please understand acceptance of emotion and suppression of emotion. Suppression of emotion, you're not an emotional master. It's not that, all right, I can forget things and move on, and there is this void which is continuously being created in you. If you feel that you've suppressed your emotions so long, please do write in the chat box your suppression story, and let's see how we can help you in coming videos. In the name of gratitude also, these days it is common that be thankful to what you have. Jitna hai, utne mein khush rehna seekho. That's not gratitude. That's really not gratitude. Accepting an emotion and suppressing an emotion are very different. Though in both the things, you change your state. आप अपना emotional state change करते हैं, आप आगे बढ़ते हैं. Yes, but maybe you are wounded deep within. आपका अंदर का scar बढ़ता जा रहा है. So don't do that to yourself. Accept your emotions, acknowledge your emotions, appreciate your emotions. Extremely important. Appreciate, accept it, accept that you need healing. आपको healing की जरूरत है. Because any trigger is a mirror from universe about your unhealed part. It is quite a possibility कि you are unhealed beforehand. आप पहले ही unhealed थे, बस किसी ने उस जख्म को छू दिया. That's all. Yes. Because suppose you have a scar here, एक चोट है जिसको आपने दवाई नहीं लगाई है, just cover कर दिया है ऊपर से randomly. You think it will heal? No, it will not heal. But somebody who will come and pinch it, you will feel hurt. So when you're feeling that, you have to acknowledge that you need healing. There is a part on you which is unhealed. That could be a childhood part as well. That could be a recent part as well. That could be the suppression of 10 things that you have done. And now on the 11th one, you're really bursting up. So accept it. Accept it that you need healing. Accept it that you're getting triggered. Acknowledge it and accept it. Now, what is the next law? The next law is the law of change. What is law of change? We often self-sabotage ourselves in the name of emotional mastery. हमें लगता है emotional mastery का meaning है that we should always be happy. मतलब 24/7 in a day, we should feel happy only. My DMs are usually filled with this question, how can we be always happy? It is such a boring goal for your life. It is, the life becomes exciting if you have those up and down. And it's not just an up and down, you have number of other emotions to experience. You, that nervousness at times is good, that excitement is good, that sense of achievement, that confidence, then happiness, then joy, then feeling of belongingness, that gratitude. Why you don't want to experience all the varied emotions there and just stick to being happy? You are so badly programmed since childhood. Then you will be happy, then you will be happy. You get your 10th class result, you will be happy. Get your 12th class result, you will be happy. And then you will be happy, happily ever after. This is how you're strongly programmed to seek happiness. And you're always seeking, running after happiness. But happiness is like hedonic adaptation. What made you happy 10 years back? Your 10th class result made you happy at that point of time. Is it making you happy today? No. So stop running after that happiness and accept a law of change. It is okay that your emotions go up and down at times. Allow yourself, please allow yourself, in the name of being emotionally strong, in the name of being emotionally intelligent, in the name of being that emotional master, to not being so hard and cruel to yourself that you scar yourself. अभी किसी और की जरूरत ही नहीं है जो आके स्कार करे. खुद ही, how can I be hurt? How can I feel sad? No, I have to get over it. It's okay. It's okay to go up and down. Please understand this. Sages जो बहुत सालों 10,000 साल की तपस्या करने पे चले गए, उन्होंने भी आके श्राप दिए हैं, उन्हें भी गुस्सा आ गया था. It's okay. But the idea is they acknowledge that they got angry, and your emotional mastery lies in the fact how early you accept, acknowledge, heal yourself, and come back. Come back with your true self. Your true self, the way you were born, is absolutely not somebody who will suffer emotionally. You were born emotional master. छोटे से बच्चे को देखें आप, बहुत जल्दी वो लेट गो करके आगे बढ़ता है, बहुत जल्दी. यस, उसका इमोशनल टर्मोइल भी, पूरा टैंट्रम बिल्कुल टॉप पे रहता है, बट within some time you will see the child will find happiness in that flower, the child will find happiness in that toy. So child is a little bit of he's still figuring out, but he's still learning emotional mastery at that point of time, how to let go, accept things and let go. So you are born with that. वैसे भी जो आपका true inner core है, you are embed with that inner peace, you are embed with that inner the happiness or bliss. You are that bliss, you are that true love. So it's all that figuring back, switching back to that. So it is like that you are in equilibrium, you go in a bad state of mind, but you figure out to come back. You again go in a bad state, you come out. But when you do not have rules, you go out of equilibrium, you go out of equilibrium, you go out of equilibrium, and now you cannot come back. You cannot come back. It's a pattern in you. That is where your emotional sufferings really go out of the way. That is what is called depression. That is what is called anxiety, when you really don't know how to come back to equilibrium. So accept it, that it's okay, that there are ups and downs in an emotions. Accept it and figure out ways that I want to be healed, and I will come back with emotion that I want. So I will continue the laws in the next video. If you found that helpful, please do like my channel, subscribe my channel, share it with somebody who's going through an emotional turmoil, and I will continue the laws of emotional mastery in the next video. Do check the previous videos where you find out the signs that you need emotional mastery. Till then, bye-bye from Mind Coach Jyoti. Hit the bell icon also so that you come to know when I upload